Deckard bounce pass left wing. Waiting for it there was Prince. Back to Deckard to Pitts. Pitts will shoot from anywhere. He's just a little guy, 5'9", but he has always been around a basketball. All the way Pitts for the three-pointer from the corner. It's off the rim, no good. Ball taken down by Ray. Brody Ray the other way. Stops, trying to lay it up, and they're going to call charge on Brody Ray. And then the two Thayer players under the basket, Harrington and another player collided. They're down. And that's Deckard. Deckard got the worst of that one. Harrington kind of rolled over on Deckard. Brody gets called for the foul, the charge. Second turnover by the Salem Tigers. Coming in is Prince after Deckard will sit down for a moment or two. Clark to inbound it. Also checking in the game, Riley White. Here's Clark. Clark going back to Pitts. Pitts still in his own zone. Crosses the timeline, takes it down inside. Trying to lay it up and in was Harrington, but he got fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot two. And that foul is going to be on Barry. So the big guys inside for Salem have gotten some foul trouble already. First free throw by Harrington is good. 8-2 our score. 5:08 to go first quarter. Devin has one more still coming. And this one is good. He's got 4 points. 9 for Thayer. They lead it by 7. 5 minutes in, or 5 minutes left. As Gash puts up a long three, trying to bank it in. It didn't go in. Ball taken back by Pryor. He can't handle it. And then it comes down to Clark. Clark over to Prince. Prince down into the paint. Underneath. Reverse layup. No good. Goes off of the hands of Gaps. It'll be out of bounds. Off, they'll say Thomas now. Harrington had the chance on that flip, but it didn't go. Pass comes all the way out top to Prince. Prince between the circle. Right side pass Harrington. Harrington guarded there by Thomas. Goes back to Prince on the right wing. Harrington between the circles. Out to Pitts. Pitts to the top of the key. Back to Harrington to Prince. On the perimeter. Go back to Harrington in the corner. The 6'5" forward for Thayer. Stops, goes back to Pitts. Easton Pitts goes inside to Clark. Down low. Trying to drive his Prince. Turn around, spin jump, baby hook. Good. He's got 5. The lead 9 now for Thayer. Gaps for Salem. Trying to get a pick from Barry. Didn't get one. And now the pass attempted by Pryor. Knocked away by Clark. And Clark goes down and he slides out of bounds. Trying to get possession of the ball. So the first steal of the night for Thayer. Our second steal of the night, I should say. Third turnover for Salem. 11-2 our score. 4:02 left to go. Salem will inbound it from underneath their basket after the turnover. On goes each way. With the ball, here's Gaps getting it across to Pryor. Pryor to the paint. Underneath the Barry, and he lays it in. Nice pass by Pryor. Dannon cut to that low post, and Pryor just shoveled it over to him. He had a wide open goal to shoot at. Harrington goes in the corner to Clark. Clark back to Harrington. You get the Prince. Now Easton goes over to the Cordell Washington. The kid has got a great story. Here's Pitts trying to get the shot up. No good. Tipton goes out of bounds. It should belong to the Salem Tigers. Cordell Washington was homeless in Joplin, and a Thayer family that had moved to Joplin has somewhat adopted him and stayed him underneath their wing, and they moved back to Thayer, and he has got permission by Michigan to play here at Thayer. So good for Cordell Washington. Here's Pryor trying to drive in as he goes back to Gaps. 3:09 to go, first quarter. 11-4 our score. Thayer with the lead. Here's Thomas stopping, guarded there by Washington. Back to Gaps. Man-to-man coverage here by Thayer. They go to Stevens, who just checked in. Back to Thomas. Lincoln backs off from Washington. Gets a baby pick, goes to Pryor. Pryor trying to drive in, lost the ball. Stolen away by Thayer. That's their third steal all the way down. Harrington lays it in. And Salem did a good job of keeping that ball in control, and then Luke tried to make a kind of a fancy move and lost possession of the ball. And Thayer's going to take advantage of it. Thomas with a quick three. It's no good. And taken down by Harrington. He's got 3 rebounds. Long pass intended for Washington, but stolen away by Lincoln Thomas. 2:15 to go. Coach Patterson wants the timeout to talk to his players. With 2:16 remaining in the first quarter, it's the Bobcats 13. The Salem Tigers 4 will come back in 30 seconds. This timeout brought to you as a courtesy of American Family Insurance agent Jonas Shaver, 729-5165. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Tonight's first quarter brought to you as a courtesy of Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent, at 1414 West Scenic Groves Boulevard. 573-729-4941. Willie Strader, proud to support your bring you Tiger basketball. New Life Auto at 583 Highway 68 North in Salem. They can put new life into your vehicle. 573-453-2757. New Life Auto, proud to support your Tigers. Here's Cooper Clark going outside, trying to go back in the corner. Harrington for the three-pointer. It's good. Devin Harrington. He's got 9 of the 16 points. And with 1:45 to go, Salem down by 12 here early on in this contest. Thomas on top to Berry. Berry goes right side to Gaps. Gaps guarded there by Pitts. Again, man-to-man coverage by Thayer. And then Gaps double dribbles. The Tigers shooting themselves in the foot. 6 turnovers in this first quarter. They'll fall back in a half-court defense. They're playing more of a zone here against the Thayer Bobcats. Pass goes on top to Washington. Now across to Prince. Prince back to Pitts. Pitts between the circles, moves from right to left, back to Washington on the right side. Again to Harrington, back to Washington. Trying to drive in, takes the 10-footer, pinballs around, but it will not go. Finally, Berry brings down that rebound. Dan and Berry, the only one with any stats really for the Tigers as far as offense is concerned. Here's Brody Ray. Ray at the top of the key, 16-4 our score. He turns it over. Another steal. Washington has it. Goes to lay it in, and he does. 7 turnovers as Ray tried to cross over dribble, and Washington picked his pocket. Here's Brody trying to dance his way in. Stops, turns outside to Moody. Jump shot, it goes up off the rim and in. Cade Moody scores. Court warming homecoming night for Thayer Bobcats. Their queens and their attendants are sitting on the stage watching the game. As a handoff goes to Harrington, now to Washington. 10 seconds left. Down to Clark, lays it up, missed it. Brought down by Berry. Berry trying to get away from Harrington, gets to the gap. Gap to 1 second as a shot blocked by Harrington. And we have played one. It is all Thayer here in this first quarter. It's 18-6, and we'll come right back in 1 minute with the second quarter. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Life just got a whole lot easier with grocery delivery from your Country Mart here in Salem. Now available through Instacart. Skip the trip and shop from the comfort of your own home. Whether it's fresh produce, household essentials, or last-minute needs, Country Mart has you covered. Simply visit their Instacart page, select your items, and schedule a delivery time that works for you. It's just that easy. Support your local grocer, save time, and enjoy the convenience of shopping with Instacart today. Shop from home, shop with ease, shop Country Mart with Instacart.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Winter car care is going on right now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, when you get Park City conventional motor oil, 5-quart size, and a microguard filter for $25.99. Brake Best brake parts cleaner, 2 for $8, and a 2-ton jack stand for $34.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Park City auto parts store.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
And welcome back to Thayer. I want to thank our friends at Salem License Office for bringing a proud support of your Salem Tigers. 1104 South Main Street, 729-8305, 729-8305, Salem License Office. Second quarter brought to you as a courtesy of Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader, your agent. A soft pass by Brody Ray picked off, laying it up and slamming it down is Harrington. Ray with his second turnover of the night. That was a very soft pass and easily stolen by Thayer. They've now got 5 steals. Here's Gaps trying to drive in, and a foul called, I believe, on Washington. And it will be on Cordell. 20-6 our score. Here comes Cade Moody. Moody turns, spins, trying to get the safe balls back in the game to Pryor. Pryor down the left side, all the way back in the middle of 4 to Brody Ray. Ray can't dance in, gets to the high post, flips it back to Moody. Moody down low to safe ball, off the glass, count the basket, and he draws the foul on Devin Harrington. Gavin was held scoreless in that first quarter. He had a couple of fouls. Comes back in, gets his first basket of the night, and he'll get the extra shot. Salem's first free throw of the night as well. 20-8 our score. The free throw is no good, and taken down and controlled by Riley White, who's in the game. Here comes Washington down. Short jumper off the glass and in. He's got 4, the lead back to 14 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Gapsch. Left side pass to Ray. Brody Ray in the corner, Pryor. Pryor trying to dance in, takes the jumper anyway, and he hits. Nice job by Luke Pryor to stay with it, go up straight and over top of the defender. 22-10. Pitts gives it across to Washington. It goes down the corner to Prince. They are back on offense as Washington gives it back to Pitts beyond 3. To the paint. Kicks it outside. Harrington's three-pointer. It's good. Harrington is being scouted by a couple of colleges here tonight. 6'5". Is very lanky, and he is a senior. Hand off from now to Brody Ray to Pryor, back to Brody Ray. Trying to kick it outside the Gaps, guarded there by Prince. Big size difference there as Prince stands at 6'4". Ball goes to Sapal. Now the Gaps off the glass. He does, and it trickles in. Luke Pryor with the rebound and the basket. Salem down by 13, 25-12. Easton Pitts hanging out near center court. Gives that ball off to Harrington. Goes back now to Washington. They start to switch sides. Goes into Riley White. His jumper's good. Their Bobcats on offense have really confused the Salem Tigers by swapping positions, moving in and out. And White was wide open. Here's Gapsch, guarded by Riley White. Pass goes out to Cade Moody. 5:15 to go in the half. 27-12. Bobcats on top. Ray getting into Gapsch. Guarded there by Pitts. Gapsch will back it up. Gets a pick from Sapal. Trying to drive. Can't. Gives it to Moody. Back on top Pryor. Right now, Bobcats in a I'll call it a hybrid zone as Moody brings it down and banks it off the glass. The top three guys are all chasing the ball carrier, while the bottom two are lining up at the posts, not allowing any kind of low passing. Here's Pitts coming in straight to the hole, lays it up and in. Easton gets his first basket. Still a 15-point Thayer lead with 4.5 to go in the half. That pass almost stolen away. It is stolen away on the pass by Brody Ray. Comes down to Washington, a little scoop and trying to dance it in. It won't go, and Pryor brings down the rebound. Salem Tigers with their 9th turnover this first half. Ray trying to get by, goes baseline, stops, trying to kick it outside, gets it back, flips it to Gaps, open for the three-pointer, and he hits. Braden Gaps gets his first three of the night, first three for the Salem Tigers, and they're back to within a dozen right now. Here's Harrington down to Washington. He sets up beyond three, but goes back to Pitts. Pitts with 3:50 to go in the first half. 29-17, Thayer. Ball in the corner. Harrington with a couple of threes. Inside, getting it to Riley White, and he scores. Timeout called by Coach Patterson, a full timeout. 31-17 our score. Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent in the Crossroads. Give him a call, 729-5165. American Family Insurance, and the timeout brought to you as a courtesy of them. Back in 30 seconds, it's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Reality check number 36. Shouldn't your personal banker know you, well, personally? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. The first thing we do is get to know you. Are you a planner or a last-second guy? Have a house full of crazy kids or an empty nest? We aren't just your banker. We're your neighbor who helps with money. We might even spring for a cup next time we see you in the coffee shop. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
And I always like to thank our great sponsors like Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Dr. Ashley Cunningham. She's a veterinarian. Take care of your livestock as well as your pets. Call 573-729-4031 at 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Earlier tonight, their JV fell 55-48. They're 11-7 on the year. And don't forget, JV will play Monday afternoon about 4:30 against Mountain View Liberty at the Salem High School. They moved all the games to Monday, starting at 3 o'clock with the ladies' JV game, then the boys' JV game, then the girls' varsity at 6, and the boys' varsity will be at 7:30. And we'll have those varsity contests on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media. Salem down by 14. Cade Moody has it. Stops down three, guarded by Pitts. In the corner to Pryor. Pryor back to Moody. Right now, Thayer still in their man-to-man on the outside. Put up and in by Sapal. A good shot, and I think Deckard gets the foul. And that is the case as Holland Decker, who got injured back in that first quarter, seeing his action for the first time since then. Fouls, and Sapal back to the line. He's 0 for 1. Free throw is no good, and taken by Riley White. Giving it to Harrington, now to Pitts. Easton down into the corner. 3:10 to go, first half. 31-19 the score. Pitts gives it off to Devin Harrington. Getting into Deckard. Deckard inside, it goes to Riley White. Down low to Harrington. Reverse layup. It will not go. Brought down by Sapal. Sapal off to Gaps. 2:53 to go in the half. Gaps guarded there by Riley White. Trying to drive by White. Goes back out on top to Sapal. Gives it to Moody. Moody down low to Pryor. Jump shot up. Pinball's out. Sapal to rebound. Puts it back in. And he draws the foul. They'll go to the line again. And that might be on Deckard again. And it is. Decker was trying to follow Sapal, and this free throw is no good again. So Salem right now 0 for 3 with the stripe, and they're down by 10. 2:30 to go. This is the first half. Deckard has it between the circles. Holland Deckard flips in the corner to Easton Pitts. Pitts takes the three-pointer, and it's good. right over top of Luke Pryor. Pryor gave him a little bit of space, and that was enough for Easton to be able to get over top of him. And now ball stolen away from Lincoln Thomas. Down his Pitts. He lays it up. Missed it. Brought down by Gavin Sapos. 10th Tiger turnover. Here's Moody. Fired across to Gaps. Gets by Prince. Gaps down off the glass. It goes through. Gaps answers, but Salem was down by 11 after Pitts 3 and Gaps 2. Prince down into the offensive zone for the Thayer Bobcats. Easton Pitts in their white uniforms trimmed in Kelly green. Hangs out near center court with 1:30 to go. To Deckard. Deckard bounce pass stolen away by the Salem Tigers. Their second steal. All the way down as Pryor had the shot blocked there by Harrington. And back comes Harrington all the way down to Deckard. Back to Harrington in the corner. You can see why. They're a very, very disciplined team. Good defensive team as Thomas brings the shot up. No good. Brought down by Riley White. Back the other way. Here comes Prince to the paint, to the hole. Lays it up. No good. Battled for it on the ground, and the Tigers get it. The Sapah out and battled Prince. Here's Moody down outside the Gaps. Gaps on that perimeter. Trying to get away from two Bobcats. Gives it back to Moody. Bounce pass over to Lincoln Thomas. Inside Sapah. Double team. Sapah trying to get the shot up. Had it blocked there by White, and he takes it down. 20 seconds to go in this, the first half. 36-23. Thayer Bobcats as Pitt stands at center court. Waiting for that last shot. We're down to 8 seconds. He starts his drive in. Ball stolen away by Gaps. Gaps all the way down. Takes the shot and goes down hard as it was blocked there by Harrington. He's a little slow in getting up, but he seems to be okay. But he fell hard on that right arm, and he's running right into the locker room. No call on that, and Coach Patterson asking about it. 36-23 our score here at the half mark of this game, as the Salem Tigers did get 17 points in that second quarter. But the Thayer Bobcats got 18, and they still lead it by a score of 36-23. We are at halftime of this court-warming night here in Thayer, and we appreciate all of you who are joining us on KSMO AM 1340, or streaming it audio on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem Shazam Bolts mobile app offers you a safe, easy, and fast way to manage your accounts, identifying potential fraud, finding surcharge-free ATMs, checking your balance, and providing alerts for purchases exceeding your designated amounts. Anytime, anywhere, even when the bank is closed, all from your mobile device. Shazam Bolts, a safer, easier, and faster mobile solution. Stop by the Bank of Salem for enrollment information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Message and data rates may apply.
This month's specials at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You'll find Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner with rain repellent for $6.49 for the 23-ounce size. Free-All deep penetrating oil for $9.99 for the 11-ounce size. And Turbo Towels heavy duty cleaning wipes, the 90 count, priced at $14.99. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free! Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
What percentage of people who take drugs end up becoming addicted, lose control of one's life, and die of an overdose? No one can say for sure. But is taking drugs worth the risk?
Get the facts. For more information, call the Healthy Dane County Prevention Coalition at 573-729-8163 or visit their website at salemcommunitycenter.org.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Welcome back to Thayer, Missouri. Stan Stevens alone here on KSMO Media. Well, all Thayer Bobcats in that first half, really Salem Tigers. A little bit tentative coming out, and boy, did Thayer jump on them. Had an 18-6 lead. They've extended that by 1 point here at halftime. That 12-point lead now 13 as they lead at 36-23. Tigers play much better in the second quarter. But again, too many turnovers. That turned into points for Thayer. They're at 7 steals. And of the 7 steals, they scored on 5 of them. And 2 of those were 3-pointers. Now that starts adding up quickly. 12 points, and you got a difference of 13 in the game. So, yeah, you can see the big problem there. But Salem Tigers, 10 turnovers, 3 steals in that first half. The Thayer Bobcats had 4 turnovers, 7 steals in that first half. The leading scorer in the game is Devin Harrington with 14 for either team. And he is followed in the Thayer Bobcats by Easton Pitts with 7, 5 points for Brandon Prince, 4 for Cordell Washington and Riley White, and 2 for Cooper Clark. Leading rebounder is Harrington for Thayer. He has 4, 3 for Riley White, and a couple for Cooper Clark. Harrington has 3 blocked shots, and Prince has 1 for the Bobcats. For the Salem Tigers, Gavin Sapaw, who got 2 quick fouls in that first quarter, has 6 points to lead Salem. He got all 6 in the second quarter. 5 points for Braden Gapsch, and 4 each for Luke Pryor, Caden Moody, and Dannon Berry. Berry and Sapaw each have 3 rebounds for the Salem Tigers, and Pryor has 2. Salem Tigers 0 for 3 with the free throw line, and all 3 belong to Gavin Sapaw. For the Bobcats, they are 3 of 5 from the free throw line. And Brandon Prince was 1 of 3, and Devin Harrington hit both of his. So as I mentioned, just a little bit of a slow start for the Salem Tigers against a very good Thayer team. And they are tough here at home, but when you come out and you're a little bit flat and you find yourself down 8-0, 7-0, right off the bat, really hard to get any momentum. First quarter, got it down to 10, but now we're down by 13 as we are here at halftime. Want to thank our great sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Salem Tiger basketball. One of those is our halftime sponsor, United Country Salem Realty. They have been sponsoring our halftime show all season long. Want to thank them. Nabat Wells, broker owner, and their entire staff do a tremendous job. Call them 573-729-3148 or stop by 605 South Main Street. And our other great sponsors, like On the Spot Auto Glass, supporter of your Salem Tigers, and we appreciate their support. Check them out on Facebook or call 573-247-3608, and they can do exactly what their name says. Change your auto glass on the spot. And your friends at Jet Tire and Auto in their South Park Avenue can handle all your tire needs, plus your custom wheels and your off-road accessories. Get in touch with Jet Tires and Auto at 729-3650 or go online at jettiresandauto.com. We are at halftime. The Thayer Bobcats are back on the floor, and the Salem Tigers have yet to come back from that halftime. We do know Braden Gaps went down pretty hard. Hoping he's going to be okay. We'll see when he comes back out to start this second half. We're going to take a 2-minute break and return with the second half of play. It's Thayer 36, Salem 23. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Back in 2 minutes.
Are you wanting to know what's going on in Salem? It's easy. All you need to do is subscribe to the City of Salem's Text Blast service. First, you need the text and number 855-435-4811. Then text the word CITY for all pertinent alerts and announcements for the city. For alerts concerning utilities, text the word utility. And if you're wanting to know about parks and recreation, just text the word parks. The City of Salem Text Blast service, 855-435-4811. Subscribe today.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
And welcome back to Thayer. Good news. Braden Gaps is back out there, so he's okay as we get ready to start this third quarter. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent. Remember, if you have a small business, get in touch with Willie to make sure you are covered. Willie Strader and Farm Bureau. They are inbound the ball. Here's Pitts with it. Pitts goes across to Prince. Out beyond the three-point arc. Prince from the center of the court goes to Decker. Now goes down to Harrington to Clark on the baseline. Clark, who got injured the other game against Mountain View here a few days ago, back at starting, but not playing too much here tonight. Pass intended for Harrington in the corner, and Harrington will be fouled there by Lincoln Thomas. Thomas tried to get over there, and Harrington caught that ball and had to step on him, and he had to kind of reach out and slow him down. First foul this third quarter. Pitts will get out on top to Prince. Prince backs up beyond three. Hanging on to it, back to Easton Pitts. Easton Pitts has been on this floor since he was a little kid. His dad was a coach. And I remember him as a little kid shooting baskets after the game. And he's out there right now as a senior. This is his final year here at Thayer. Here's Clark. Back to Pitts. Pitts trying to drive in. Stops, kicks it outside to Deckard. Takes the three-pointer, and it's good. Holland Deckard, his first points of the game. Right now, 7 different Thayer Bobcats are on the scoreboard. Here's Thomas across to Pryor. Takes the three, and it's off the front of the rim, and Deckard brings down the rebound. Here's Pitts, 39-23 our score. Pitts trying to dance in. Can't. Goes to Harrington in the corner. Back to Pitts. Pitts to Deckard. Deckard goes to Prince in the corner. Prince in the left corner. Back on top to Pitts. Pitts fadeaway jumper. Pinball's out. And Thomas brings down the rebound. Lincoln up the middle of the floor. Between the circles. Gets a little pick from Sapal. Goes to Pryor. Left side pass to Gaps. Cross to Thomas. Thomas gets away from one. Back on top to Pryor from the free throw line. His jumper's good. That was well set up by the Tigers there, and Luke was wide open and easily put it in from the free throw line. 14-point lead for Thayer as Pitts gets it down to Harrington. Harrington in against Sapal. Underneath to Clark all alone, and he scores. Sapal was ready to challenge Harrington, and then he put a little bounce pass right underneath his arms to Clark for the easy basket. Here's Gaps trying to drive in. He gets cut off beyond three. Stop, bounce back. Pass inside to Sapal, guarded there by Prince. Back to Ray. Ray on the baseline, turns, spins, out on top to Thomas beyond the three-point arc. Lincoln trying to drive in, get a low pass into Sapal. Sapal, baby hook shot way too hard, and Deckard brings it down on the backside. Off to Prince. Prince in the offensive zone, off to Harrington. In the corner, Pitts. Back to Harrington as they play catch on the perimeter. Out to Deckard, back to Harrington. They go from left to right and then right to left. All the way across to Deckard. Deckard beyond three, guarded by Ray. Gives it off to Prince. Prince back to Deckard. Outside it goes to Harrington. His three is good. He's got three of them tonight, and he's got 17 points. 44-25 our score. Gaps trying to drive in. Draws a crowd, gives it off to Brody Ray. Off to Pryor. Pryor's pass stolen away by Clark. First steal. Clark all the way down off the glass and in. Clark saw what he's going to do. That's his lineman mentality. He sees the man going to throw it. He puts both hands up. Pryor threw it right into those hands, and Clark took it coast to coast for a quick 2 points. 46-25, now a 21-point lead. Thomas has his shot blocked, but it's blocked by Clark, who's out of bounds. All will stay with the Salem Tigers. 3:53 to go. Salem with 2 points in this third quarter. Salem being outscored 10-2. Pass goes in the corner, intended for Gaps. He has it, gets away from Clark. Trying to get underneath to Sapal, and it goes off Clark's shoulder out of bounds. Stays with the Salem Tigers on the baseline. 46-25. Gaps looking to get it in quickly. Does to Thomas in the corner. Thomas on the perimeter, guarded by Pitts. Lincoln stops. Inside it goes to Pryor, back to Thomas. Lincoln looking for a pick, gets one, now takes the three-pointer, and it's offline, no good. Brought down by Pryor. Pryor puts it back up, it's no good. Sapal gets that rebound and puts it up, it's no good. Finally, Harrington brings it down the other way. Harrington off across to Deckard. Now to Clark, ball in the corner to Pitts for the three, it's good. Well, the Tigers got a couple of rebounds, but couldn't score. And the the Bobcats come right back and hit another three, and they've extended their lead to 24 here in the third quarter with 3:12 remaining. 49-25 our score. Let's take a 30-second break. The timeout brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent. The Crossroads, 729-5165. Make sure you got the right coverage. Call Jonah today. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I want to thank our great sponsors to make it possible for us to bring you Tiger basketball, like Moe's Cleaning Service. Melissa Callahan and her group do an incredible job, whether it be residential or commercial. Call 573-201-0430. Get Moe for your money. Melissa Callahan and Moe's Cleaning Service. They're proud to support your Salem Tigers. Salem inbounded down 24 points. been all Thayer here in this third quarter. Here comes Thomas down. Thomas handing it off to Gaps. Takes a quick three. It's just an air ball. Here's Sapal underneath. He missed it. Pryor gets it. It's blocked by Harrington. So, again, Salem with 2 rebounds but can't score. Here's Pitts to Deckard. Deckard back to Pitts. In the paint. Kicks it outside to Harrington for a 3. It's off the front of the rim and over the basket. And then right along the support all the way back to the wall. Also like to thank our great friends at Discount Bins at 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard to the east. Give them a call at 573-543-2113. Every Thursday they close and restock, and then they open with some incredible values at Discount Bins, 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard East in Salem. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Cade Moody back in the game along with Dan and Barry and Roy Stevens. Pass goes out to Stevens, to Barry in the left corner. Barry, guarded there by Prince, and now Pitts gets it off to Moody. Caden, guarded there by Riley White, who just came back in the game. Now on to Stevens. Stevens, right side pass to Barry on the perimeter. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Gaps, guarded there by Deckard. Deckard, trying to go inside to Sapal. Does. He lays it up and in. Nice move by Gavin. Just sandwiched between Prince and Pitts, and then a pass almost stolen by Roy Stevens, tipped out of bounds, intended for Harrington at center court. Salem in their half-court defense. The inbound comes to Pitts. Easton will walk it over the timeline with 1:50 to go in this, the third quarter. 49-27. Deckard in the corner. Harrington thought about the 3, didn't take it. Goes back on top to Pitts. Now to Deckard. He's open. He takes the 3, and he cannot get it. High rebound comes out to Barry. Barry gives it off to Gaps. Gaps on top, Moody. Moody giving it to Roy Stevens. Stevens gets a little pick, lost the ball, and it's going to be stolen away by Thayer. Possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. So no turnover by Salem. Good hustle there by Heath Combs, who just checked in the game. He disrupted that play, and Moody now has it on, trying to go on top, instead down to Sapal. Out to Barry, open for a 3, takes it, off the iron. Brought down by Combs. And back comes the Air Bobcats, the home team here tonight in their court warming. Ashley Jackson, their court warming queen tonight. On top, it goes to Pitts, to Deckard. Inside Harrington, now to Prince. Kicks it outside to Combs, to Pitts. Pitts from the free throw line. Takes the shot. It's good. He's got 12. Lead back to 14 with 35 seconds to go in this, the third quarter. Some of the fans already starting to leave. Here's Sapal. Sapal turns to the paint. Underneath it goes to Barry. Barry kicks it outside to Gapsch on this Valentine's Day night. 20 seconds left. Gapsch out on top, Dan and Barry. 15 seconds left. Off to Roy Stevens. Giving it back to Gapsch. To the our score, it's Thayer 51, the Salem Tigers 27. We'll come back in a minute with the fourth quarter. It's Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem.
And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, agent. Remember, for all of life's special occasions, make sure you are covered, no matter what it is. New baby, new home, new car, get in touch with Willie. Call him at 573-729-4941 or see him 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. It's been all Thayer here tonight. Salem Tigers trailing by 24 as we enter this fourth quarter. Here's Pitts, straight up jumper, misses. Nice rebound by Sapoff, and he hands it off to Caden Moody. Moody out in their center court. Right side pass to Stevens, back to Moody. Left side pass to Gaps. Gaps stops beyond three, getting it back to Berry. Tigers unable to penetrate right now as Berry gives it off to Moody. Back to Gaps. But Gaps could have possibly shot there, but elected not to as Combs got in his face pretty quickly. We mentioned this tight man-to-man coverage by Thayer where they go after the man with the ball very tightly, and they then just have two guys stand out at the low post right there, not allowing Sapaw to go in. Here's Berry. He's trying to drive in. Gets down low to Stevens. Open for the three. It's short. Berry with a rebound puts it home and in. Good reach back by Dan and Berry to get that one and put it back home. He's got 6 of the night, and that's his 5th rebound. With 6:51 to go. Long pass down to Prince. 22-point deficit for Salem as Easton Pitts out near center court hangs on to it. About half the crowd here now that was here for the homecoming. Pass down to Prince. He lays it in. Well done by Easton Pitts. He drew the Salem Tiger defenders to him and then just shoveled off a real soft pass to Prince, who just banged it home. Brandon had no problem with that one. Here's Roy Stevens for Salem on top Sapaw. Top of the key, goes left wing to Moody beyond the three-point arc, goes back to Gaps. Gaps trying to drive in, gets cut off, back to Moody. Moody at the top of the key, moves to his left, now back to his right, over to Stevens. Beyond the three-point arc, can he get off to Braden Gaps? Will reset the play. Braden on their center court, right side pass to Stevens. Stevens looking in, can't get it to Berry, goes to Sapaw at the top of the key. Left side pass to Gaps. On top, Moody trying to drive in. Pass off Stevens, out of bounds. Roy tried to reach back, grab that one, and hit his hand, hit his leg, and trickled out of bounds. Ray and Thomas come back in, as does Pryor. 5:45 to go in the game. 53-29. I'd like to thank the Hotspot Tanning and Tuxes for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 1114 South Main Street. They have 24-hour tanning available, red light therapy. And for guys, they've got your tuxes. Stop on by, see them in the Crossroads, or call 573-729-8699. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Here comes Combs, and Combs gets called for a charge as he knocks down Caden Moody. Moody took it. Combs dropped that shoulder and tried to push off, and he did. And in doing so, he gets called for the foul and the first turnover of the second half on the charge to the Thayer Bobcats, who have a 24-point lead. Brody Ray down. Ray